Welcome back guys, hope you're all doing well. Here we go, another vinyl video for you. So I've been picking up a few records lately. Thought I'd just put another video together, show you what I've been grabbing. This video is going to be dedicated to heavy metal rock music, mainly because I picked up 3 albums and an EP recently, so I thought I'd put them all together in one video. So as always, I'll be putting links down below in the description for each of the artists. I'll put a track from each artist, so you can have a click on there, have a listen, see if it's something you'd be interested in, you never know. Yeah, I haven't listened to metal for a while. Since 2008 I've been out of the scene because I moved down south. And before that I used to go to metal clubs and pubs constantly and go to gigs all the time. And I was really involved in the scene, I absolutely loved it. And it's my favourite music, without doubt, favourite genre. So last year or so I've been trying to find new bands to listen to. And I'm quite honest with you, I can't find any that I like. The majority of new bands are quite boring. They're very emo, they seem to copy other older bands. And there don't seem to be really many bands that I can find, at least, that are using their own style and are really fresh and invigorating. So I was kind of getting a bit disappointed with that. And then I was searching around YouTube watching music videos recently, and a video popped up as a suggestion which I watched. And it's a band called Crown the Empire, and I've never heard of this band, but I've got to be honest, it absolutely blew me away. I can't remember what the song was called, but when I heard it I was just like, holy shit. I mean, it just absolutely nailed it for me. Very much in the vein of Killswitch Engage. In terms of musicianship and the way the vocals are quite aggressive but then also quite soft and melodic, and it all just blends perfectly, and it takes you on a journey like a roller coaster, and it's just like takes you up to a high and just holds you there and then just drops, and it's just like, it's absolutely fantastic. So I went and bought their album, and it is Resistance: Rise of the Runaways. Look at the cover, absolutely fantastic. A really, really solid album all the way through. I was quite impressed with it. It sounds really nice as well, it's got a beautiful sound to it. Yeah, absolutely excellent album. If you've never heard of this band, I'd highly recommend checking out the link below, see what you think. Quite impressed. I mean, if I remember rightly, songs like Millennia, Machines and MNSTR were some of the tracks that were really standing out to me on my first initial listen. Very impressed with this album. As I say, I love Killswitch Engage and that kind of style of metal, so this was right on my street. I was really shocked to get this. And it is a coloured vinyl, but not so much coloured in a way, because it is actually clear. Which, I don't know, what do you think? Do you like this one or not? I'm not entirely certain myself. I think it looks okay, but if I'm honest, if you're going to have coloured vinyl, I want a colour. I think it looks nice, transparent, it's different, that's the main thing, it stands out. But personally, if you're going to have a colour, I'd rather have, like the other vinyls I've shown you where it's white or it's pink, you know, something that really stands out and is bold. I think that's a lot better personally. But yeah, overall, really, really great album. Highly recommend, if you've not listened to Crown the Empire, to check the track down below, see if you could get into them or not. And the cover art alone, I mean, I think that just sounds the record really, doesn't it? Fantastic. So that is Resistance: Rise of the Runaways by Crown the Empire. So the next record I picked up was an EP, not an album. 5-track EP by a band I'd never heard of. I said previously in another video that the All Your Music on eBay, that seller, I've been checking their newly listed items, finding bands and artists I've never heard of, checking them out on YouTube. If I like what I see, I'll go and buy the album. So I saw this EP and I thought the cover looked amazing. I thought, I really hope this band are good. And I put a couple of their tracks on YouTube and I was like, hell yeah, they're my kind of band. They're very much in the vein of Lacuna Coil, if you know them. They're an Italian band, and they're actually like my favourite rock band of all time. I just absolutely adore Lacuna Coil. They're also the last band I got to see live, which was in 2008 in Birmingham, which just was the perfect ending to my time in Birmingham to move away. I was really happy with that. Yeah, awesome band. So I saw this band and I checked them on YouTube, loved them. I went and bought the EP from All Your Music. They're called New Year's Day, and the new EP for this year is called Epidemic. Look at that. I mean, that cover, as I say, I saw the picture of that on All Your Music's eBay store and I thought, yeah, I've got to get that. And they're absolutely fantastic. I was listening to it the other day, listened to it a couple of times. It's only 5 tracks, so it's quite easy to get through it. Absolutely awesome. It is very much Lacuna Coil style, so it's a lot, not gothic. Although I would never class Lacuna Coil as gothic. It's more, what's the word I'm looking for? Not stage show, but more theatrical. I suppose that's probably the better term for it, yeah. It's absolutely brilliant. There's the Joker, Other Side, Defame Me, Epidemic and Let Me Down on this. My favourite tracks so far were Other Side and Defame Me. Defame Me is a brilliant track, so yeah, absolutely awesome. And a really nice bonus when it arrived, it was a coloured vinyl, which I didn't know. And this is without doubt my favourite coloured vinyl I own so far. It's absolutely awesome. Check that out. I mean, that shit is cool, man. It just looks amazing. I love the black bits in the dark blood red. It just looks so good. Absolutely the best vinyl I own in terms of design. Yeah, really, really happy with that one. And a fantastic EP. It's not expensive. I think it's like £8 something delivered. So I'd highly recommend checking this band out. They're awesome. Unfortunately, none of their other stuff seems to be on vinyl from what I can see. They've got, I believe when I checked Wikipedia, they've got 2 albums and some EPs out. But unfortunately, none of them on vinyl except for this one, which is the latest one for 2014. So yeah, that is Epidemic by New Year's Day. Absolutely spot on. So next up, picked up an album from one of my favourite bands of all time. I haven't had a chance to listen to it because it only arrived yesterday, so I was going to wait until I listened to it before making the video, but I figured it doesn't matter because I can talk about the band because I adore this band. And the album's called In the Black and it's by Kitty, who are a Canadian female rock band. These guys are absolutely fantastic. I've been a fan of theirs since their first album, Spit, which I've got on CD back downstairs. And their second album I've got as well, which is Oracle. I believe the third album was called Until It Ends, which I don't know if I've actually got a physical release or not. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I've got a CD. If I haven't, I've just got it on digital. I've got their fourth album, which was Funeral for Yesterday, on digital. Then this album came out, In the Black, and then there's another album that's out now as well, which I can't remember the name of offhand, which is only available on CD, which is frustrating. So I will, if I haven't got Until the End, I'll get that, and I'll get Funeral for Yesterday. It's one of my favourite, probably my favourite album of Kitty's up until this point, because I haven't listened to this one yet, obviously. And I'll get the new album as well on CD. But yeah, big fan of Kitty. I mean, when Spit came out, they were young, they were starting out, they were really trying to find their way, and there's a lot of influences from bands like Korn on that album. Really, really great album. I actually really like it a lot, and there's a lot of great tracks. But then they went to the second album, Oracle, and it went the complete opposite, and they went completely hardcore, and the lead singer Morgan Lander was just basically screaming the shit out of her lungs, but she's so good at the growl. She does it absolutely amazingly, and she's really good at blending the growl with the melodic vocals as well. And I'm sure it's called Until It Ends. I'll have to check that. But the third album was pretty much to me like Oracle Point 5. It was just an extension, like extra tracks that were left over. And then they had Funeral for Yesterday, which, as I say, was my favourite album up until now. When I listen to this and the new album, it might change. But Funeral for Yesterday was a fantastic album because it blended the growling with the melodic vocal, and it has some absolutely beautiful songs on it. I listened to that album so much when I got it on digital. I had to just play it back to back constantly. A fantastic album. You know, people give them shit because they're female, but at the end of the day, they are a brilliant, brilliant band, and you cannot fault them. They've had a lot of lineup changes, and there's 2 girls now that I don't even recognise, so I don't know, they must have changed it again, which is a bit of a shame. But Morgan and Mercedes, the 2 sisters, are still there. That's the main thing, because Morgan's awesome, and Mercedes is a great drummer. Yeah, fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to listening to this. I will give you an update when I listen to it as well, let you know what I thought of it. So, quality album. Quality band even, so I don't know what the album sounds like. And the last one that came to date, now I haven't opened this one, but I have listened to it many a time because I've got it on digital copy. And this is an awesome album by an awesome band. It's called War Is the Answer, and the band is Five Finger Death Punch. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at that, absolutely spot on. Yeah, I absolutely adore this album. I've listened to it so many times. My favourite track is No One Gets Left Behind, which is about war, basically. And it's just an absolutely awesome tune. Yeah, Bulletproof's another great song as well. Man, yeah, Bad Company. Bad Company's a real anthem. That's a real classic, great track. I really like this band a lot. Actually, they're really, really, really good. They've got several albums. I had another album of theirs on digital, which I can't remember the name of. I don't believe it's on vinyl. I can't find it anyway. They've had a few albums out since this one, which the latest couple of albums are on vinyl. I've seen people online saying that it's not as good as this. I listened to a couple of tracks online and I actually thought the new album sounded just as good, so I don't know, I'll wait and see. I'll pick them up at some point. I'll get all the albums I can on vinyl and try them out. What I will do is I'll just unseal this on camera because this is a gatefold and I want to have a look at it. So we'll just find an edge, see if we can find a way in. I do wish they'd make them easier to open, these new vinyls. They could do like CDs and have a strip, that'd be easier. So I'm always really cautious in case I damage the bloody cover. So I really don't like opening them. There we go. Right, let's have a look. So yeah, that's it in all its glory. Absolutely spot on. Let's see what the gatefold looks like. Oh, that's really sweet actually, that's really cool. Check that out. Absolutely fantastic. So, we've got 2 records. We have, it's a double album. I wasn't sure if it's a double album or not. And are they coloured or are they black? Let's have a look. Not sure, is that black? Yeah, it's just plain black, unfortunately. But yeah, it is a great album. Highly recommend it. If you've never listened to Five Finger Death Punch, then this is the album to get you into them. It's an absolutely stonking album. It'll just rock your speakers, and it's brilliant. The bloody gatefolds, I always find if you don't hold them right, you can't get the records back in for some reason. So yeah, absolutely spot on. So there you go, it's War Is The Answer by Five Finger Death Punch. Check them out down below, guys. They're absolutely fantastic band. Highly recommend these. I'm going to be blasting the crap out of that this weekend. Yeah, just look at the cover, man. The cover's just epic. Absolutely love that. So there you go, guys. That's the latest set of records I've been picking up. Hope you enjoyed that. And let's say if you want to check out the links down below, there'll be songs down there to try out. You know, if you've never listened to any of these bands, it might encourage you to give them a chance and try more of their music, because they're all fantastic artists. Thank you very much, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to share it, that'd be awesome. If you want to see more videos from me, just click on subscribe. That'll keep you up to date with my new videos, and I'll see you all again in the next video.